Please exit out. Everybody get home safe. You got the mic. Get your official Urltv merch. No interviews in here. I need you guys to exit the building. No interviews in here.
So after all the BS, after all the controversy about snitching, this, that, and the fifth, Tay Roc and Kyd Slade drops on the Urltv.tv app, and the app results are in. Who really won this battle after the battle actually dropped, bruh? Let's talk about it. So much controversy. With so much controversy in the air, you see, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G and somehow, some way. So much controversy, so much BS, bruh. For the battle to finally come out and it be a lackluster battle, bruh. The only decent round and the only round that I really partially kind of enjoyed was Tay Roc's third round and the first round because of all the controversy and the drama. That's really it, bruh. That's really it, bruh. Let me just say this before I even recap and tell you guys what I think of the battle. Some of you guys are not going to like what I'm about to say, so let me apologize in advance. If you're easily offended, if you're sensitive, I apologize in advance, bruh. But I'm simply keeping the same energy, bruh. I'm keeping the same energy that we had for Adi Boom. Bomb drop. Pew, pew, pew. I'm keeping the same energy that we had for Adi Boom, bruh. After Tay Roc's first round, nothing that Kyd Slade says matters anymore, bruh. I know this is a completely different perspective than a lot of you guys have been hearing in these blogs and in these recaps, but bruh, I'm keeping the same energy, bruh. I'm keeping the same energy. I'm not one to let URL's cleanup process, right, affect and or persuade what I saw and or what is real, bruh. There's no way I'm the last person who's going to let a 15 minutes of fame interview with Kyd Slade trying to clean up his name and save face persuade me that Kyd Slade is not what Tay Roc accused him of being, bruh. I'm sorry. I can't do it, bruh. I'm not on this wave with you guys, bruh. I'm not on this wave with you guys of trying to protect Kyd Slade. And this is coming from somebody who I'm neutral. I don't care. I don't like nor dislike Kyd Slade. I barely even know who the kid is. I'm talking about the battle, bruh. I'm talking about the information that was put out there, bruh. The only people, the paperwork that Tay Roc presented was an affidavit. This is an actual real piece of paperwork. On this affidavit, if you read it, and I know a lot of people haven't, bruh. Bro, Byron Blake has been breaking this down. If you guys don't know how to read or want somebody to read through that affidavit that Tay Roc put out there, bruh, where it does clearly state that Kyd Slade did testify and provide information to these people, Byron Blake has probably one of the best he's literally reading the affidavit word for word. And it clearly states Kyd Slade testified this, Kyd Slade testified that, Kyd Slade testified this. Bro, I am not one to allow this URL cleanup, bro, just because they want to invest in Kyd Slade, and Kyd Slade is a potential asset and somebody they can make money from down the line. I am not one to allow their cleanup process to persuade me that this information is not real, bro. I'm not one to do that, bro. So this is why I say I'm keeping the same energy that we had for Adi Boom. Here's the issue, bro. Here's why so many people are so confused as to this, bro. I'm not confused. I know what's on that paperwork. I see it. I understand what happened and what's going on. When Kyd Slade testified, the information that he provided was not information that was used specifically to convict and or investigate the people that they were trying to investigate. Again, the information that Kyd Slade provided to those people was not information that those people specifically used to convict or investigate these people. That does not mean that Kyd Slade did not provide the information. That does not mean that Kyd Slade did not corroborate, confirm the fact that his brother was hit over the head with a bottle, confirm that whole story. It does not mean that Kyd Slade didn't confirm the identities of these people that the courts were working to confirm identities for. It doesn't mean none of that. Kyd Slade still gave up information to the people. He still gave up even though it wasn't specific information that they used to convict and or investigate those people, he still gave up information. Still gave up information. Just because it wasn't information that was used for whatever RICO, whatever gang-related stuff they were trying to actually get the people for, doesn't mean that Kyd Slade still didn't provide this information in front of a superior court judge, and it's on paperwork and an affidavit, bruh, that was used to then arrest these people, bruh. That's the reality of the situation, but leave it to 15 Minutes of Fame, URL, the business of battle rap now to try and clean it up and make it seem as if though things are not what they are. So Kyd Slade gave up information just because it wasn't the information that was used doesn't mean he didn't give up the information, bro. It was still given up. Bro, that's like you having a sibling. Your sibling is being grounded for stealing cookies out the cookie jar, right? But then you, on top of that, tell your mom while he's being grounded that he also did this yesterday. Just because that's not information that he's currently being grounded for the cookie situation doesn't mean that you're not still snitching on what he did yesterday or still snitching on this other thing that he did. Even though that's not what your mom is punishing him for right now, doesn't mean that you're still not giving up all this information and snitching on your brother. It doesn't mean that, bro. You're still snitching. Just because it wasn't information that was specifically used to convict doesn't mean that you didn't give up that information. You still gave up that information. All of that information was still given up. And this is not up for debate or question. This is on an official affidavit, bro. This is on an official affidavit. So for me, right, for somebody like me, as it pertains to this battle, right, this is extremely similar to the Adi Boom situation, to where there's paperwork that confirms that you did give up information and testify in front of these people, and that has to do with a whole other situation that got other people in trouble, bro, and arrested, bro. It's the same situation. So for me, bro, I'm kind of looking at some of these recaps like, wait a second, how are we not keeping the same energy, bro, for Kyd Slade? Because that information is not false information. The paperwork Tay Roc put out is not false paperwork. It's real paperwork. So how is this double standard happening right now to where, bro, we're giving all the grace to Kyd Slade. We're giving him all the benefit of the doubt in the world to the point where even people on social media, oh, Kyd Slade 30. How, bro? After the first round, what Kyd Slade says is no longer credible, bruh. It's no longer credible, bruh. It says on an affidavit and on paperwork that you did this, that, and the fifth. But let them tell it on 15 Minutes of Fame to try and clean this up. Oh, but my testimony wasn't used specifically to convict or so what? Listen to what we just said. My testimony, you gave up information. So that's the point. That is the point. So for me, bro, I'm so mind blown, bro. I'm dumbfounded as to how we're not keeping the same energy, bro. But I know and I understand that, you know, it's because of all the confusion and the cleanup that's been happening for Kyd Slade. That's really helping. That's how media works. That's how this type of thing works, bro. Like, clean up. Like, this is real things. Like, it will really help to persuade people that something is either one thing or the other. That's how media works. It helps to do that. But not for me, bruh. Not for me, bruh. After Tay Roc's first round, the battle's done. Nothing that Kyd Slade says, for me, is going to be credible after that. That paperwork is not false. People are confused as to what it reads, but that's because they haven't. Tay Roc, 30. I need to know what y'all think, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Joe coming at you live and direct from the battle.